Out of the 42. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, Hackenberg. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, it's Hackenberg. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, Hackenberg again. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Sims. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Now, sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A first down screen pass, good for 5. Second down, Hackenberg. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now Hackenberg forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, it's Hackenberg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. Powerful running. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll run here with Sims. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a second down throw for Winston. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. So now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Hackenberg. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Hackenberg now to throw on first. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. It's caught to Charles. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he's brought down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To throw is Hackenberg. Steps, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian Hackenberg, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And it is up. And It's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Rodgers. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Another carry now for Rodgers. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. To throw, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Toss play to Sims. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And we're back now in Charlotte. Now Jameis on second down. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On third down, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Time running out here on the play clock. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Hackenberg now. Buying time to his left. And he's got some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right around the 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now it's the backup Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Howard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Winston. Caught, left side, it's Barnage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On the ground, Rodgers. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Being chased out left. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Hackenberg completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flush to his right. And a catch right side by Evans. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Second down, Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Winston. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot now for Winston. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out on this.